Hey, it's Wednesday morning. I'm feeling all right. Hope y'all are feeling all right too. I am relaxing, taking it easy, enjoying my Wednesday morning. Um, I see Brandon and Jeff out there. What's up? What's up? Uh, Brandon knows what's up. Outside and Aquatics for all your Fishroom Punk needs. And then we also have the Punk Trader Hub on Facebook there. Man, you think we need a better name for that, or you think that's good? Because you put up that banner the other day and actually made that page look so much better. And I was like, wow, that's right. We could do things to make it look better after I set it up, because I just kind of set it up and like wanted to get it moving and never actually looked back at it. And then when you changed that banner, I was like, that looks a lot better. So go away, antivirus. Like, so what else? What else can we do to make things look better? Cinnamon Girl. We got Salient. We got Moneyless Maven Shirley. What's up? What's up? And so yeah, no, it just got me thinking. I'm like, maybe the we could have a better name. I like, yeah, the hub. You know, it's like the place everyone meets up and everything. That was kind of the idea. So we like that. We'd keep that. Man, your plants are taking. Oh, very nice, very nice. I started automated stuff in the background on there. You talk about the plants for your automated lights. Your punk hub. Don't let the secrets out, Jesse. No. No. Oh, so what did you automate? Because that's neat. I gotta look into what I could do. I didn't even know you could do that. There's a ton of automated options like the posting of new members. I was wondering, I'm like, how is this guy on this so fast? That's what's going on. I had no idea. I gotta freaking look into that. So are you doing that just from your phone? Because you do almost everything from your phone, just like me, right? I appreciate you, man, for real. Yeah, Brandon has been making that Fishroom Punk Hub a place to be. He was welcoming in all the new members, had some polls going and a bunch of different stuff. We're getting that group. That group I think doubled in membership. Um, I think since he started doing stuff over there. We're at like I think it was like 63 or something like that. Or 53. It's very cool. It's fun. Yeah, 65 actually now. Check that out. Very sweet. And like I say, if you're into Facebook, um, if you're into Facebook and you want to keep up to date with all the Fisher and Punk stuff, the hub is the place to be, or my personal Facebook is honestly probably the best place to be, because that is like the first place I post stuff, just because it's like the easiest thing to post to. It's just like boom. So usually post there. So if you want the leading edge on any of the limited run stuff that we do or whatever, which most of the stuff is not limited run, trading cards, even the prints, I'm doing them in groups of like All right, I am back. Lovely good tea, doing it, doing the damn thing. And what's funny is I was actually gonna go for my phone, which probably would have been the smarter option. But then I was like, I'm like, I have not streamed just I don't stream from my phone very often, and like I know this setup's the easiest thing for me to do on the fly, and I'd rather just go with the traditional setup. And so I ended up doing this, but I'm thinking that I don't know. I think it's gonna be okay. Reception on my end is unstable, it says, but nothing else is on my freaking Wi-Fi. So I just don't understand that. I'm like literally 15 feet from the router. There's walls in the way, so like maybe that's causing it. I don't know. I gotta think about that. But yeah. So I have a lot of glare coming in here from all this light. Let's see here. All right. Okay, so go up a little bit here. Yeah, it's grown from 13 members to 65 in days. There's an option there that you can automatically invite your friends and followers. That's where they've been rolling in from. Hey, sweet. Yeah, I have not done that yet. I got to do that. I do have I guess a decent amount of friends on my Facebook that probably would want to be involved in their group. So maybe I'll roll that to everybody. Sweet. Oh, man. Got a bunch of people rolling in here. Why is this so glary today? I don't understand where all the glare is coming from. I don't feel like it's normally this glary. All right. Oh man, I'm not gonna remember who I didn't say hi to. Gills the Gardens, Jeff Rowe. All right. USA, Jody P, Whips World, Stephen P, howdy from the McDonald's in Morgantown. Nice, very nice. Getting that morning up. I don't know what the time change is over there. Did you make it in time for breakfast, or you? It's like it's could be breakfast out there. I'm not sure. Night Owl Aquatics. Noon here. For sure, for sure. So you're getting some lunch. Well, sweet. Very nice. I am so jealous of you guys out there going to the Clash. Very. Yeah, dude. Exactly. And I'm on. All right. But yeah, I'm very jealous of all y'all going to the Clash. That is going to be very fun time. I'd like to make all that stuff happen next year, and I'm really. I think it's going to happen. I think I'll be able to make a lot of those events this coming year, assuming everything is still predictable from my standpoint right now, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think I should be able to make a lot of those. That's my goal, at least. We'll see. McDonald's making plus size. Oh, Jesus Christ. Awake for 24 hours. That's brutal, dude. That is, you guys are working like crazy to get that show set up. But yeah. Literally, I can look, I have like a divider wall right here that actually has a big hole in it, kind of like a pass-through wall between the kitchen and the living room, and then like a hallway, and my router is like right there. It's just ridiculous. It's just AT&T, to be honest. I really do think. I think my connection is actually stabilized now, because I'm not getting the Wi-Fi signal anymore. But I couldn't even hardwire this computer if I wanted to. It doesn't even have. It's a laptop. It doesn't have the Ethernet cord. So I don't even know how I would hardwire. I'm sure there's probably some sort of adapter cord for like USB or whatever, however that works. But Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I think now that I have my phone pulled off, that I just forgot to pull my phone off in the beginning. If I have my phone, my laptop, my girlfriend's laptop is actually here. So I take that's technically on the Wi-Fi. And then I have or my fiance. And then I have two printers over there that are connected to the Wi-Fi too. So I think all of that stuff just kind of congests the Wi-Fi a little bit. And as we're talking about it, that signal just came up again. So we'll see. But I think most Wi-Fi, I think most laptops don't have uh, a USB or a Cat5 connection nowadays. I'd be hard. I think it'd be hard pressed to find one that did. None of the Macs have them for sure. Shit, you're lucky to find a USB port on a Mac nowadays. But yeah, no, most laptops just don't have that. They're all made to just go straight Wi-Fi, even though a lot of Wi-Fi connections kind of are rough. Oh my god. Yeah, that's you guys are crazy. Some crazy fish people going 26 hours straight to get to that show. Love it, love it. So Jesse from Just One More Fish has some good maintain your sanity. You want to make sure you're actually being able to think and everything. So get some sleep for sure. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, dude. Nowadays everything it's stripped down to like just a USB-C, and then you'll get like a converter. I think for that for the most part. Even my fiance's laptop is like a I don't know like a 10-year-old Mac. No, 5 6-year-old Mac, and there's like no plugs in that thing. That's crazy. Actually, you know what? I suppose maybe it has one of those fold down. No, there's no way it has a Cat 5 in there, but this one for sure doesn't. Um, Everything's just trying to get skinnier, you know. Hey, the Fishroom Punks website right there. Oh yeah, so we could talk about some of the stuff I added to that website. Um, I gotta get some things that are like prompts, like when you're checking out or whatever, to show off some of these things to make sure people see them, especially stuff like this. So this is just like $1 add-on right here, and these are the checklists. So you have these are all the trading cards that are released, and you have a complete checklist for both releases. So this is the horrible fish keepers, and then this is the first wave checklist. You just add that on. It's $1, and you can get a physical copy of the checklist in your hands, which is nice. They're stickers, but they're like stuff. Um, but yeah. Oh, so very cool, fun. Also I've had them on there for a while, and I don't know if anyone saw them, or how it displays, because like the listings for the items display weird. I got to get some subcategories that pop up, like stickers, trading card accessories, or something like that. Um, so it's easier to like kind of navigate, because the other thing that I have up there is the penny sleeves. So you can get 100 penny sleeves for $5. So if you're gonna order like an order of trading cards and you want to have some protectors, I got the soft sleeve penny sleeves you put in there um, as like a nice little addition. So you probably didn't, because these just got added yesterday, yesterday or the day before. Um, just added them. Jeff Kane had suggested doing like the physical checklist copy card at some point, and I think a few people probably had. I just never gotten around to doing it, and I did it finally. So yeah, they're on there. It's just a dollar add-on. I mean, you can technically place that as an order in and of itself, but you'll be paying $6 for these 4 stickers. So would suggest just waiting to place an order for some other stuff and then adding that in there if you want them. Yeah, yeah. The penny sleeves, they're $5 for 100, a pack of 100 of them. I tried to price it comparable to like what you could do on Amazon, but Amazon you'd probably get more, but you'd have to pay, possibly like I don't know, shipping or something or whatever. And if you're just gonna pay the $5 shipping from what you're with me with everything else wrapped into that, I figure it's probably a decent price point for them. You guys are looking to get some of those, but you can order them on Amazon, so don't feel like you need to go to my website to get them. But if you're already ordering stuff, the penny sleeves are a nice add-on. This was my thought, at least. Yes. Oh, yeah, dude, that was very cool. I love the binder. Um, card stickers, something crazy. Yeah, no, I love the binder. Love videos. I've seen people's reactions to them, and makes it all a lot more fun for me. Seeing everyone excited about it. Love that stuff. I I'm really with like with all the people from like Aquashella, they have like the Diver Man and then the Aquashella Man. I'm really, really, really wanting to make an outside Doctor Outside cosplay costume. Um, I have no experience in that stuff whatsoever, and thinking about it, I'm just like, oh man, I'm gonna make some jank costume, but I want to so bad. So I have so this is actually something I was thinking about. Um, but I go back and forth with it because I'm like, I'm not sure if I want to hand them out. But I have thousands, thousands of misprint trading cards because the first run that I placed, um, the backs were misprinted. So they had like the Fishroom Punk logo printed on the back, and then getting them centered on their machine was a hassle until we ended up getting it figured out. And now they have it like down pat to where like the centering is pretty rock solid. You'll see a little bit of variation, but that's I mean shit. Pokemon is like billion dollar company, and even they don't have 100% perfect centering. That's kind of like the game. But yeah, my centering is now from that company is like really, really, really solid. But that first run, I have like thousands of them, and I was thinking about. So I know, like, I don't know. If I had committed to using them, I could bring them or donate them to shows and stuff. Like I know like Aquashella possibly would want them. Could have done it for Keystone Clash too. Just hadn't even haven't even thought about it. The only reason I ever ended up doing anything for Aquashell was they had like reached out and like asked me through email one time, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Like if you throw something directly at my face, I ended up jumping on it. But the thing is though, is a lot of the prints on those are like not very clear. Like they're kind of grainy. And I don't want that to be the face of Fishroom Punks. Like if you see that and you get them like free and like a gift, you're gonna be like, ah, shit, this print is kind of it's rough. You know what I mean? But it is like, I mean, thousands of dollars of inventory basically that they didn't charge me for. I didn't get charged for them because they completely redid the print run and everything. But it's just like I have a bunch of extras of the first run, but they are just not very clear and the best versions, um, best way to be introduced to Fish from Punk's trading cards, I guess. So I don't know. I've been going back and forth with like whether or not I actually want to use them or if I should just throw them out because I literally have a lot of them, so much. Uh, and I would show you guys, but I don't think you're really gonna see the difference. Like maybe I'll make a, I don't know. I could probably show you guys in post. I was just including them as something very rare. Oh, hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess they technically could be. The problem is though, is like that clarity, like the clarity of the print. Like it's shit. Give me 5 seconds. I'll go grab one and show you guys like a comparison because it shouldn't take me that long. They're like right over here. And then maybe you guys could see and you can help me make a judgment because I've been holding on to them a while because like I have, like I said, a lot of extra cards. Some of them are like totally fine. Um, Actually, now that I'm looking at them, a lot of them are not nearly as bad as I remembered. Huh. You know what? Uh, it's not even worth looking at. They're totally usable. Um, a lot of them are. I mean, some of the centering is like kind of off. So I could do like a really like the very because those were the first like first edition run, never been used or never been released like misprint series. So maybe I take like 5 of them and then do like 10 of each. And they have the special banner on the back and everything, and then that could be a special. But the designs are going to be the same as ones you guys already had. So that there is that. But I guess it would be neat to have like I don't know. What's weird is like if you look in the Garbage Pail Kids, their set collections are like so like specific. Like you have like different colored borders, all the same designs, but then you'll have like green borders, yellow borders, like these like really like, and then you have alternate names. So you have the same image but a different name and stuff like that. And it's like I don't know. That stuff's crazy. Kyle, have you contemplated the idea of creating an official Fishroom Punks card binder, maybe with the back of the card image as the cover image on the binder? Huh. I hadn't. I've been one thinking about something to do for around Christmas because I want to do like a big something cool because I know people are going to be looking for I don't know Christmas presents for fish room keepers, for fish keepers or whatever, or animal keepers or whatever, and this is definitely one of those things that is very giftable, uh, easy to ship. I want my Bear Bottom Brandon shirt. Yeah. The oh man, Whip, you might have to write that down now. I got a to-do list item now. Um so hold on, let me write this down here to do because that's very interesting. I had not thought about the binder. And I've seen people make custom binders. I wonder if I could order them. All right. With the only reason I have the card stickers I do is because the man is so hooked me up. Yeah, we got to get a hold of Latoya to see where she wants Flatfish Frank to be shipped off to. I don't know if he's. I saw you were asking about that in the video. Um, See you, Cheryl. Have a safe day at work. Uh, oh yeah, and then the posters. Yeah, this is definitely a possibility. I could do that. Um, like laminate the sticker depending on the size of the binder. And like the cover, the cover of the binder or whatever. Because if it's like that soft kind of plastic, I don't know. It depends. I got to look into that and see which one I could find. But if I find somebody, if I find somebody that like on Amazon that can just print me up custom binders, shit, my print shop might do something like that. They might do binding or some sort of, I don't know. I don't know how that works. So are we thinking like a trading card binder that already has the pages in it, right? So like a specific, I gotta look at, yeah, because I gotta I'll take care of all that and I'll come back to you guys. I'll run all my options. That's an interesting idea. I got a poster to show y'all. Because I bet if y'all don't follow me on Facebook, you never even got to see this. But we do have those Fishroom Punk trading cards available as posters. Branton has one coming on the way. Whip has one coming. A different one. So check this poster out. We got a bare bottom Branton poster. Whoop, whoop. Bare bottom Branton. And these are not going to be limited run. There is only like 5 available on the store right now. Just because I don't, like I said, I don't want to have 400 posters. But we have any Fishroom Punk you want can be made into a poster. You just have to request one. So you use that request a punk option if an order is placed on there. I'll reach out to you and like on email or whatever and ask for which one you want done, or you just send me a message saying I want this specific Fishroom Punk. It's got to be one of the ones that are made into a trading card, so one of the ones on these 4 lists right here or whatever, and you can get that made up into a poster, and then you can hang it up in your fish room or whatever you want. But yeah, I got bare bottom Branton made up right now. I have the Shady Grady poster, and then I have what was the third one? Jesus Christ. Oh, Our Angels. That's right. These are random cards. No, exactly. Like they have baseball packs that have like relic cards in them or whatever. Cards are like, like a quarter-inch thick, and it's like one card, and you'll get like a bunch of packs. Like even I got these cards called Allen and Ginter cards, and Allen and Ginter is like they're like retro old school baseball cards, and one of the packs had like an X-ray. That's like what they're known for, is they'll have like, you can have a card that has like a random like dinosaur fossil in it, or like a famous document, or like some bunch of this random stuff in these packs, right? And I got an X-ray pack, but it was funny is because you could actually feel it with how much thicker it was and the weight and everything. It's like, yeah, they're random. I've never, to be honest, I have actually not weighed any of the packs to see if there's a weight difference. I bet there is, though. There's got to be a weight difference. You just got to have a specific, a good scale to find a. You might be able to. I might be spitting some knowledge that people shouldn't know, but that in the Pokemon game, that's how it goes. Weighing packs. Oh my God. Just take like juicy fruit and just cut them in half. Like obviously leave fingerprints on it too. Stuff in the back for you guys. It is the most random thing that they used to put the gum like in the trading card packs. Like, was that the drawing? Was that the draw for it? Like you wanted the gum? You know, back on this though, it would be possible to do redemption things, like a redemption card for a poster, which that is like it's another thing that's like, okay, that's a great idea. And that's like advertisable. So like I mean, because I want things to hunt for in the packs and different surprises and stuff that like when you open up a pack, you're like, whoa, dude, I got this. This is crazy. Um, yes, write it down. Don't persuade a juicy fruit. Yeah, juicy fruit or zebra stripe gum or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, whip today. I was dragging. I've already gone through a cup of coffee and a half, and then I was like, man, I'm gonna need to kick the Celsius because it's like I'm not catching up. So yeah, so tobacco chew. So the old tobacco trading cards, that was like a thing. And I'm not gonna talk about the history because I know nothing about the history, but I have some tobacco cards from Allen Ginter from their like the more recent releases. But I look at the stickers as like the Fishroom Punk stickers as my tobacco cards in a way. Like those are my like original minis. Like Pokemon has them, Garbage Pail Kids has them, baseball cards had them. They all have like a small version and then a big version, and I think that that's cool that I have that as well. It's interesting. Although I definitely prefer the trading cards, especially now with the quality that I can get out of them at a reliable quality at that. But man, I'm really stoked that I looked into that backstock of trading cards now because I can do some crazy things with that pack. That is awesome. Or with those extra stock. Definitely think we're gonna do that limited release. I think I'll do like 5 designs in there, and so that'll be maybe its own mini set inside of the other trading cards, and those are like the misprint, like the misprint set. I gotta think about it. I gotta look into what exactly I have. It's funny. I actually think about this a lot driving on my way to work because I take 55, and when I see people that are driving and they're like they have a aggressive driving style, but it's not aggressive. I don't know how to describe it. But then you see that they're got an out of state plate, and you're like, oh man, you are just like in a zone right now. Just get out of the way. Oh yeah, I've been there where you're like I am a missile right now. I'm going. You better get out of my way. Like, yeah. So this is exactly what I'm thinking. Since I have time to do it, I think for October I gotta try to get a packs of these to Aquashella, and it's so much easier than doing the stickers because the stickers. I'm not gonna lie, I did that first. I did the first Aquashella for the stickers, and it was like that was brutal. I mean, just cutting. I cut thousands of stickers. It was 500 bags, 5 stickers in each bag. No, two. Bag. It was 1,000 because I did the 2 different Aquashella stickers, which those are actually a very rare sticker. If you don't have those Aquashella stickers, those are some pretty rare ones. I gotta make a Clash sticker. I need to better I need to be better at being proactive and reaching out to companies to be like, hey, I could do this, and this for you. And I should have done that with the Clash, but I just did not have um did not have that as a thought. Oh, okay. So do. Oh, are your kids card collectors? You said you're getting into their supplies. Yeah, it's a deep hobby. Yeah, like the amount of different subgenres of cards and everything. There's just so much out there. So much out there, and everything speaks to someone differently. That's what I've noticed. My favorites are definitely like parody-ish stuff. Like I'll show you guys some at my local I have this shop. We call it the Random Store, but it's like a consignment shop. I know I've talked about this place before, but it's a place I like to go to just get inspiration from items and just find neat stuff. And I always try to buy some sort of trading card related something when I'm there because they have a lot of like vintage trading cards. And there was actually I like really regret not buying it because I saw the pack up there and I was like, it was a unopened box of like old school tops trading card, baseball trading cards, but they were like it was like $20 and it was like a 1980s pack. And I'm just like, I should just buy that thing and never touch it. Because next for the next 20, 30 years, I mean, the thing's only going to go up in value. And went in there on Sunday or whatever, and I was thinking about buying it just because like it's baseball cards. I don't really have the draw to open it, so I'm the perfect person to buy one. Speaking of, I'm wearing like a Spider-Man baseball jersey. This jersey's got a story to it. This has got history in my family here, but but uh but it was gone. And but I'm the perfect person to own something like that because I would never baseball cards. I don't care about baseball really. I don't really care about much, like not a sports person in general. So I should have just bought it because I'm just kicking myself for not doing it. I've seen, um, not that I can guarantee it was the same pack, but I've seen packs that are very similar, selling for decent chunks of change, like on eBay and stuff. All I had to do was hold on to it. But so this, oh man, I should have grabbed the other thing that these inspired me. So basically, I saw this pack and it was like $5. $5 for these. It's called Defective Comics. And I don't know if these are like sold. I don't think they're sold online. They're from like 1993. There's a whole box of them. And they were like $5. I'm like, you know what? I gotta pick these up. And I got them and I was going through just like different designs and a favorite comic of mine came up, which is Spawn. Yeah, here it is. And it's like, so basically, it's just like, it's kind of like Garbage Pail Kids esque. Just like Spawn is I think he's farting or something there. I don't know. Oh, Sprain. That's his defective name, Sprain. But when I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, Spawn!" Spawn is like one of my favorite comic book story. Um, not not necessarily his story, but just his artwork and everything. Always really got me stoked as a kid. I was like a little goth punk kid when I was in like my junior high years, basically all through high school too, and into my early. So then that inspired a little bit of a drawing, and I did Spawn too, so I'll show that off. Check that out. I'm really proud of how this one turned out here. This is that's a pretty decent Spawn. And if you guys follow me on Facebook, you guys probably have seen all this stuff. Or well, I didn't show off the cards, but I show off all my paintings and stuff on there, and I wanted to show that off. So let's go down a little bit. Can't remember what sent me down that the stickers covered your fridge. I love it. my son my son said he doesn't have extra supplies. That's funny. Ben Sharp, what's up? What's up, my man? Other cards of are the Star Trek cards. Yeah, yeah, I've seen those for sure. This week's stream made possible by Celsius Live Fit, dude. You have no idea how real this statement is. I was so close. I'm like, I don't have the energy. I'm like, I'm gonna be a negative Nancy or something because I just like I was like, oh, I just didn't have energy. I'm like, this makes it happen for real. Well, push that lung back down where it belongs. There's a new Magic the Gathering feature in Spider-Man coming out this weekend that may be worth getting and saved somewhere if you like collecting cards. Ooh, that's interesting. That is see Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh were the two cards that really always got me like interested, even as a kid. Pokemon were cool, but I never really got into the art of Pokemon because I'm always like I gravitate towards like darker art and stuff, like just the dark arts. You know? I gravitate towards just like I don't know, like I don't know how to describe that darker stuff, like not so fluffy, like rougher around the edges, and that's why I've been addicted to listening to like Warhammer lore, which I don't even like. I've never played Warhammer. I know nothing about Warhammer, but listening to the lore, it's also fucking evil and dark and crazy. It's got crazy stories, and it's just like this fits my this fits my psychology for some reason. But Magic the Gathering is always those cards. That art is always so cool, and a Spider-Man crossover is definitely interesting. Getting a couple of those packs and even if you don't open them and you just leave them, if they have the chance of having the Spider-Man, those packs will be worth a lot of money um, for people chasing them. And I think Magic the Gathering has a lot of it needs to be. I don't know. For it never got as big as like Pokemon, but it's got a lot of room to be that big. I feel like it's underlooked at, especially for I don't know. The reselling ruins a lot of trading cards. Like I've been paying attention to a lot of that, and it just seems like it takes away a lot of the fun. Everyone's just buying it to resell it, and all the people that actually want to end up paying like an insane amount of money for stuff that shouldn't have been that much just because someone is trying to make money off of it. It's like I don't know. Oh, thanks, Whip. Do you like the Oh yeah, I do actually. I love Salvador Dali. So I was actually at a used bookstore this weekend too. So this is something I've done a lot. I've read a lot of well, I listen to audiobooks. So when I say read, I'm listening. But I have knocked out hold on, I got a list of them. 3 books this month. I feel like I'm missing one. I guess it's just 2 this month. I feel like there's one. Well, I guess it would be next month. So I mean, I do technically or last month, but I've knocked out 3 books in the past like 2 months. Um, but Salvador Dali. Anyways, I was at the used bookstore and I was looking for sketchbooks from artists, specifically just like cartoonists. I was hoping maybe I'd just stumble upon a good deal on a sketchbook. Um, and actually ran in or I found one of his books there, a Salvador Dali book, and I was real close to buying that. There's also a Picasso book there too that isn't isn't really like I'm not like really that interested in or whatever. But the book itself had so many of his sketches and everything, and I'm just like, man, this is just it's like old and just felt cool. I'm like, I just wanted it just because certain stuff like that just kind of gets me, like it speaks to me. I don't know. But the Salvador Dali one was really cool, and I might maybe one of these days I'll go back there and grab it. It was like it was a little bit of money. I definitely have better things I could spend my money on, but I really like that book. So yeah, Salvador Dali definitely is definitely someone I like for sure. first sketch artist or first artist I ever got into, because I took like one art class in like eighth grade. I wouldn't even count that as like taking an art class. But I got introduced to MC Escher, and MC Escher is the first artist I ever got a book, like an artist book by. My grandma bought it for me, and I still have the book, but the cover of it was the hand drawing hand, and it's two hands. It's like a yin yang of hands, and it's like he does super realism, but also like it's not realism. It's like realistic abstract art. I don't know. It's crazy, but all pencil drawings and stuff. Really, really cool. At least that was the book. I don't know if he does only. I'm pretty sure. I know he's known for his pencil drawings. But yeah, that was yeah. So Salvador Dali, MC Escher, definitely some of my favorites. Also recently found Crumb. Crumb is a cartoonist. If I had to describe my spirit animal, if you look up Crumb, I'm not going to tell you about him because he's just a wild boy. He's a wild boy when it comes to cartooning. But if I had to describe my spirit animal of a cartoonist, it would be Crumb. The stuff that I like to draw. I don't get to show you guys everything, and unfortunately, I won't ever be able to. But I do some wild stuff. Since you mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh, there are some reprints of their old stuff too. Doubt that'll be worth much. Yeah, dude. Like I used to have the what was it, the Pharaoh, I think it was. It was like the five or six part card. Dude, I had Blue Eyes Dragon. Dude, I had like all those good cards, man. I had a killer deck. I actually learned how to play the game at one point. But you know, everyone was saying that I was a nerd for playing, and I think that actually got me to stop playing, which is like, screw that shit. Screw that, man. But not my physical art so much, but dark heavy music definitely speaks to me more so now than ever. But even when I was a younger old, I allied it. Something about those fat strings and low tones. Yeah, dude, exactly. Um, I've been really into like Marilyn Manson was my first like well, Marilyn Manson and Eminem were the first and Linkin Park. Those are the first three albums I ever got. I got Coma White by Marilyn Manson. I got the oh my god, what's the Linkin Park album? With the he's like looks like a dragonfly or something, and then the dude is like running. It's like In the End and like all those Linkin Park songs, and then I got the Eminem Show. All those are my first three albums. But if you really think about it, they are very similar, like similar kind of vibe. They're all dark, different genres, but like all similar. Yeah, love it. Escher was the master of depth and dimension. OG. Yeah, and I have this one image for people that we all know here that I'm like I need MC Escher level drawing, and I don't know. I obviously I don't have that obviously, but I feel like I can get it to. I feel like I can get it to a certain level that would be close enough, and then maybe use AI to get it over the level to where it would actually be acceptable card. But I have a really cool design I want to do that's very Escher-esque. Man, if I can make it happen, it's gonna be freaking awesome. But it's hard. It's really hard. Final Fantasy. Yeah. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, yeah. And then there's that freaking the Lord of the Rings one too, that Post Malone got. So I recently got this stuff called gouache paint. It's like a watercolor paint that so that's what this is. That's what this is right here. Spawn. This is colored pencil and gouache, and then the white is acrylic. Because I was having a hard time just getting the gouache to cover over, because it's reactivatable. So if I were to put water on this, all the paint would become live again. Um, but I'm definitely loving like the watercolors. Watercolors really speak to me as far as is it's like really forgiving for like working with stuff. And also it makes you feel like a real artist. Like it's like I don't know how to describe that. But using a paintbrush versus like markers and stuff, it makes it feel so more fun. So much more fun. I don't know. It's harder. It's definitely a frustrating. Stuff I see on the gram and Facebook shorts for pencil drawing, drop my draw. Yeah. 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 This there's this guy so I gotta confirm what I'm seeing is like I gotta show you this drawing, dude. This is this is an artist. From what I understand, all of this is a drawing. Like, and I can't even show. It looks like it's metal. This is from our artist Pat Chaumang. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Chaimuang, and he's a garbage pail artist. But like, yeah, that's drawing. Like, it looks like it's metal, and I have spent like an hour just staring at it. And that's insane. It's insane the amount of the amount of reflection that you can keep track of in your head. Um, for that is just it's just insane. I am not on that level. Yeah, dude, Magic the Gathering. It's a niche collector group. Like the if you go to like the non-sports card Magic or non-sports card trading card shows around here, or like in anywhere, it'll be a smaller portion of the show for sure. But I do think that group is like they're about that life when there's a card out there that they want or whatever. Or they're yeah, someone that I think is into that is I believe Corey is into that from Crime Co-op, but Rob's um the Fish Guys podcast, or what is Rob's podcast name? Can't remember off the top of my head right now. But I know he was doing some of the trading card stuff, and he was actually he's throwing a show, and he was trying to get me to go out there, but that one's like 8 hours away. It's like in Minnesota, and that is it was not a possibility for me to make happen. Would have loved to do it though. It would have been fun, but yeah, that is a little bit far away from me. Hybrid Theory, yes, Hybrid Theory was the yes. I got to see the album cover now because I feel like I hope I'm remembering. It was like brownish. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and the guy looks like a dragonfly, and he's like running. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't think it's a dragonfly. I think it's like an X, but the wings always reminded me of a dragonfly. It's funny how you like remember something as something for so long, and then you look back at it, and you're like, that was actually not what that was. Maybe it is. I don't know. I gotta. Yeah, that could be. I think those are dragonfly wings. Yeah, yeah, they are definitely wings. Definitely. All right, cool. Yeah, I wasn't tripping. A huge Boris fan, even though his style is different. Frazetta, another favorite for me. Boris. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've recently gotten way back into music. For a long time I had not listened to a lot. And recently I'm like, I need to get some some just like, I don't know, I guess inspiration or whatever. And music is a definite way like that instantly channels me. If I find a good song, I can get into it like, I don't know, it's just like the state that is just it's like a deep breath. I love it. So yeah, when you find the right music and the right subject that you want to do, like drawing or aquarium guys, that's it. Yeah, aquarium guys. All right. Yeah, Rob's from the aquarium guys. He's really into the Magic the Gathering, from what I understand. And he was saw the cards. He wanted me to go to that show, but I just could not make that happen. Really, really hoping to be able to make a lot of that stuff happen this coming year. That's my goal, guys. I'm gonna try to hold myself to it. Um, yep. We're coming up to the hour here, so yeah. Anybody got any questions before I go? Boris Vallejo. I wonder if that's the one that I brought up. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know here. We'll be taking off in a second. Oh, dude, I found it was. What's funny though is the other Boris that I looked up was like some Japanese metal band, and it actually kind of still fit what we were talking about. So either of them, I was like, oh yeah, maybe that we were talking about music too. So I was like, maybe that was what we were talking about. But dude, no, this guy is awesome. Oh, dude, this shit. That's dope. That's dope. I love it. I love it. Yeah, wrinkles in clothing are wrinkles in clothing are yeah, dude, that dude is like, wow. Wow. But wrinkles in clothing are like some of the most mind blowing things to get around. And when you start drawing and you start trying to replicate like real life stuff on paper, it really shows you how insane our brains and our eyes are, and like what you see and the way your brain interprets it is, I don't know, it is like a mind-blowing subject matter. Like art is like learning how to do art is like this deep dive into psychology too that I didn't even understand, and like understanding like how your eyes interpret depth and dark and light, and I don't know, it's just it's very interesting, 3D to 2D. And I don't know, I like thinking about it. It's I've always been really into psychology, and just thinking about in that aspect of like, dude, how does our brain instantly interpret all of these things around us like that? Is just I don't know, in depth, and like you instantly know. Like if you look at a painting and the face is off on like a three-quarter perspective, which is like this kind of perspective, right? So you have like a large part of my face is covered, part of my eye is covered, and you're getting like three-quarters of my face, my head. Um, you instantly know if that's off on a painting. Like if you look at a painting and you're like, oh yeah, that eye is not, that wouldn't be 3D. Like it's not right. Like you see that. How does your freaking brain just see that and know it? That's how in tune we are with like reading facial expressions, and like that uncanny valley kind of feeling too. If you've ever heard of that. Um I don't know, man. Brains are crazy. Like eyes, and just the fact just how much we can just interpret like instantly. if you think too hard about that, it's like that doesn't even seem possible. That's like, I don't know. Painting and drawing like really brings that perspective forward. You're just like, what the hell, man? How are we this good at just knowing what is a face, what isn't? Oh, I could think about that all day long. All right, well, that's your thought for the day. I'll say goodbye here. Really nice hanging out with y'all. I really look forward to this every week. If you're gonna buy anything at Fishroom Punks, make sure you try to get your checklist there. It's $1 add-on. You get a checklist. Add those penny sleeves on. Protect your collection, your cards. Get a poster if you're looking for a poster. Or don't buy anything. You don't need to. Yeah, just wanted to let everyone know about all those cool things we added, because I don't know how good the website is at showing that off. I got to do some adjusting with how that website is organized. But anyways, all right. Much love, y'all. Stay safe out there. Stay safe driving to the Clash if you're going out to the Clash. Have fun out there. Go hit up Jesse, Just One More Fish. He's got some Fishroom Punk trading cards. If you're super nice and you don't have any cards, if you've never collected any cards and you let him know, he might hook you up with a pack. Maybe. All right. So catch you all later, guys. See ya.